Yo, welcome to the show. It's Utter Nonsense, episode 7. It's me, Clevo, and I'm alone. I ain't with your boy Sansa. We said that last week. We're saying it this week again. The boy's still under the weather, but he's getting better. Sound like a tight rap. So, yeah, man, Sansa wanted me to give y'all a shout out. Yeah, man, I spoke to him earlier today. He's improving, and I hope he'll be back next week. So yeah, man, I'll be holding it down as I did last week. I'm happy that y'all are able to join us again and catch the show. Yeah, man. Without a further ado, let's get to it. It's Utter Nonsense, episode 7. I know I said 16 last week. Jumped the gun. I'm being too forward, but yeah, man, we'll get there. We'll get there with your support, and hopefully we keep getting bigger and bigger, bigger and better. Yeah, man. Without further ado, let's get to today's first topic. Bonang. It's your girl Big. It was her 30th birthday, and yeah, man. Yeah. It was star-studded event. She had this huge dress on, flamingo type of stuff, man. It looked really awesome, man. And yeah, apparently AK spared no expense in taking care of his girl, man. That's great. We'd like to see more of that from the muffins of this world. So yeah, man. It had all types of celebs you can think of, even Mfigilimba Weezy, the Minister of Police, was there to make sure everything was on point, you know what I'm saying? Holding it down. So from one celebration to another, your girl Minnie Lamini, was getting hitched over the weekend. Remember, so down in KZN, Durban, sunny Durban. Even though it's winter, you can always count up Durban to look more 95. Yeah, man. So there was an umembe. So if you don't know what an umembe so is, it's when the groom to be, the fiance, buys gifts for the family of the bride, uh, to thank them for raising such a queen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So it's part of the culture, part of the Zulu culture, and it has to be done before we get to the white weddings of this world. It's process. It's good to see, even if you're at that level, you're able to follow protocol and do the right thing. Yeah, shouts out. Let's see what else we got for you guys. That was mini. That was some nice stuff. Oh, the crazy. Excuse me. Craziest trend happened this week. So Miss SA was at an event where they hosted like young kids, 5, 6, 7, 8, very young kids, and pictures got to the internet where she was wearing gloves and feeding young black children. And you know how social media is. We react. We don't think. We just go in on someone. If we find that you've done something that we don't like or agree with, now we don't give you a chance to explain. We just go after you, guns blazing. So people took to Twitter and did the Miss SA challenge, saying, "How dare she do that? Feeding kids with gloves, holding them with gloves." And look, man, it was crazy, and people didn't have the context or anything, but they went for it. Hey, people started wearing gloves to type on the computers, taking pictures of that. People started. I saw this one lady put plastics on her glasses, saying "hygiene first." You can't raw dog it like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people did some outrageous stuff, but the one that took the cake was this other chick posted up a picture, and she was wearing condoms on her thumbs to text. Wow. Damn, how sick is your phone? But anyway, yeah, man, that was crazy. Took it to the top floor. Yes, like it was crazy to see that. But yeah, I don't know. Certain responses came back where they said, "Are we that emotional as black people? Do we have the victim mentality or victim syndrome that every small thing that happens, that regardless, we don't need an explanation or context, we just go into a rage, and attack whoever we think is guilty. It's not innocent until proven guilty. It's guilty until proven innocent. So when the other pictures came out, people actually saw that she wasn't the only one wearing gloves, and she was wearing gloves because she was serving food. But people didn't wait for that explanation. People just black people see something and they're like, "Oh, ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? You can't be feeding black babies with them gloves." Especially since you ain't black. It's a very touchy thing. I mean, if you ain't black and you do, hey, look, black people attack black people as well. So it's not like you survive. Yeah, so it's crazy, man. The racial tension is still there and it won't stop anytime soon, man. There's a lot of things we could point out to, and some will get to as the episode proceeds. Sure, right, the South Africa challenge. But anyway, that was something. That was fun. Let's talk about another incident that may have some racial undertones. Kagiso, the best bowler in the world, a young black dude, got banned from next week's second test match in the series in cricket. I don't know. He was banned for swearing. So apparently, the microphone caught him saying "fuck you." No, fuck off. Actually, 2-1 Ben 2-1 Ben Stokes. A English fella. I think Ben Stokes is around 39, and Kagiso is a very young fellow, rather new in the game, rather blue. And he's now being labeled as being uh, an emotional character. Now, I don't know, guys, but I think as a young black professional in every field that you're in, you're obviously going to be judged. He has the talent, yes, but now the microscope is on him. Because now he's labeled as the best bowler in the world. There's no room for error. And being labeled as an emotional character won't help his career going forward. So I think Kagiso needs to learn some emotional intelligence. We are all passionate about what we do, but it doesn't help us. Doesn't help us in the long run, because now it's gonna be all of them. It's gonna be all these black boys might be talented, but they 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 are very emotional. We're all gonna be painted with the same brush. So Kagiso, KG, keep your head up, boy, and do the right thing. Learn the game. There'll always be politics. Yes, there'll be a white Englishman to say something to you that will be left out. All that will be remembered is your retort towards that, not how it was instigated or how you were backed into a corner. No one will remember that. Everyone remembers how you reacted. So it's a long game, boy, and you still got a long way to go. So stay focused. All right. From that, talking Kagiso, let's talk about something else that really shows that racism is universal language that's been taking place. There's a series, right? That was a movie. It was a movie called Dear White People, right? It's been adapted into a series, a Netflix series, right? So why I'm bringing this up is that this show has resulted in people canceling their Netflix subscription. Yeah. Can a show really be that provocative that certain people feel like they cancel? You can opt not to watch. How can you cancel a whole subscription with so much content on it because of one show you don't like? Look, okay, fine. Let's track how this has progressed to that point where people unsubscribe from Netflix. Okay, so the YouTube promo came out for this particular series, right? And it amassed 423,000 dislikes. The promo on YouTube, 423 dislikes, and it amassed 58,000 likes. Really? Okay. So it sparked a hashtag. The hashtag was no Netflix. Yeah. People were like, no, no Netflix. Netflix is crazy. How can they be airing this? Here's what they called it. They said it's a reverse racism and promotes white genocide. Oh my goodness. How is this show promoting white genocide or reverse racism? So hmm. So having a show that directly addresses all these real issues that are happening in the whole world right now would be reverse racism. Huh. I think maybe shows like the OC as well should be. We should boycott shows like that with shows with all white casts. What does that mean for us? Is it promoting black genocide that uh, we have no place in the sea? We can't have anything, can we? As soon as we have a show that we like, that makes sense to us, that's directly marketed to us. Oh, there's a problem. We can't share the space with you. You know, if you want that series of yours, have it on BET, not Netflix. You're disturbing our viewing pleasures. Wow, it's crazy, man. But anyway, yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening with that show. Moving from that to rather some serious matters. Let's start off with this one. So Robert Marawa, who has a sports show on Metro FM, has been ousted. Ousted. So the SABC released a statement on behalf of themselves and Metro FM saying that Robert Marawa had resigned. Uh, Robert Marawa on the interview on SAFM said, "Show me. I never. There was no resignation. Show me the letter." So they resigned for him. I guess it's messed up. It's messed up. How how is this? It's a parastatal. Yeah, it's been. Oh, yeah, we understand now. It's been run like our government, you know. Yeah, everyone does what they feel and what they like, regardless of the ramifications or what. Because no one's holding them accountable. If they don't want you on their station anymore, they don't want you. But yeah, there's rumor has it that we'll be hearing from Robin Marawa soon on the online radio station Touch HD. So I'm seeing a lot of popular radio personalities moving on to Touch HD. So that makes me question what's happening, guys. What's happening? Is Touch HD offering all these people better deals? Is Touch HD offering people, a better package, or ownership or something? We need to know. Touch HD, holla at us. We might also want to join y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, from Robert Marawa to more sad news. I feel like, man, there's so much sad stuff. So, Venus Williams, sister to Serena Williams, the tennis player, was involved in a fatal car crash. She didn't die, but someone else did. The car that crashed into hers was driven by a 78-year-old man with his wife in the car, and he died from injuries from that accident. So an investigation is still being conducted as to what happened really. But new evidence has come into light that Serena entered the location legally, entered the junction legally. So now it's a matter of all the evidence being gathered. Everything is being investigated. Okay, from one court battle to another. So Bill Cosby, America's dad, is going to be retried again for sexual assault. So Bill Cosby has been having problems with being accused of rape by a numerous number of women, and they claim that these rapes happened back in the 70s, which is it took a long time for them to come forward, but they have come forward in their numbers, and they're trying to make sure that Bill Cosby pays for what he has allegedly done to them. So we'll see how it unfolds as he gets retried again. He just came out of another sexual assault battle. Seems to be heading for another. So we'll see how that plays out. Okay. From an international rapist, I mean, alleged rapist, to a local one. So it's official. Briggs has been charged with the rape of a 17-year-old female relative, a cousin of his. So this rape apparently happened back in 2013. Breaks. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. This ain't right. The rape culture in the country, guys. Come on, guys. Stop it, guys. Like honestly, now stop it. Okay. So he was denied any type of bail, and sentencing will proceed on the 20th of July. July. He will be sentenced. So I don't know what he's looking at, but yeah, man, justice will be served swiftly. And yeah, that's what we needed to cover this week. I'm happy that you guys are still supporting us, coming out and watching the show and the numbers. What else would you like to hear from us? Let us know. Send us a message on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere where you can comment and communicate with us. Never doubt it, do it. Strike while the iron is hot. So, this has been episode 7. It's your boy Clevo, and I hope to see you guys again next week with that episode 8. I'll be with my boy Sansa. Back to it, back in it. Yeah, man. Yeah,